Let's go to here. I haven't used my green screen in forever.
She's a
so
silent
weird.
warrior who could kill me with her brain.
The excite. Stay up all night. It's kind of dead in county. County's currently at 17 players. Are you really fucking bitching about 17 players? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here if you're bitching about 17 players. You fucking prima donna. You fucking prima donna. Not too bad playing RE4 remake. Well, you gotta leave what, tomorrow? Tomorrow? All right, so I'm gonna be working on, wait. So it's this side. It's this way, it's gonna go. Actually, it's gonna go forward. There we go. All right, so Tuesday morning. Crims don't want a crim, that's fair. So I'm in a brace. I was literally making dinner and I squeezed the garlic press and my hand popped. Now I'm good. I'm good now, I think. Yeah, I think we're good now. I think we're good. Let's see. Yeah, we're good now. We're good now. All right, so I'm going to have to be very careful what I show you guys because there are things that are code inside that I can't show you. So I'm going to be very delicate with what I show. And remember, everything I do tonight is just dev work that's needing to be done. I don't make the decisions of what gets rolled out onto the server. And until your admins say anything as far as release notes or patch notes or town halls, that these are all just possible things that are happening. We're going to do the thing. We're going to hang out. My hands, like I said, pretty. So we're going to create a new branch off of master, and we're going to call it skin 2.4, skin 2.4, 8, 27. So I'm currently working on the new skinning stuff, which only brings parity up to the old skinning stuff, if that makes any sense. So we're going to go into here. We're going to pull a new branch. We're going to do a refresh of our branches. I don't know how to make this bigger for you guys. I don't know how to make this any bigger. So you guys are just going to have to live with it until the code comes out. Skin 2.4. All right, so we're in the skin 2.4 directory. Then we're going to go into F. We're going to go into development. All of my projects. Temp merger, and I'm going to grab this skinning. And then I'm going to go to the main branch. And I'm doing something that you really shouldn't do when it comes to development. Ricky, there's Ricky. All right, so we're going to replace the files in destination. And then our first commit is going to be this set of code. So we're going to say initial commit from dev 8 underscore, what was it, 15? What was our branch? 8-15, dev underscore 8-15. And Flame and I use different monikers, and we'll get back in the ring of things. But this is going to give me a chance to hang out with you guys. Now what you can't see over here is I'm on the different dev branches. So I'm going to switch to skin 2.4 827. So you guys can't see this right now, but I'm going to show you, as long as Flame gives me the thumbs up or Libby gives me the thumbs up. Failed initial reference. As long as Flame is cool with it, I will be able to show you guys. Get switch skin 2.4 8 underscore 27. All right, I'm over on my Mac right now, guys. Give me a second. All right, so we're going to terminate that terminal window. All right, lscdcc dev. What do you mean invalid reference? Right, we're not priming scanning. Scale, what's up? How are you, dude? How's it going? Invalid reference. Git switch 2.4 underscore 8 underscore 27. Invalid reference. Git. I do. Are you cool with showing the TX for the dev server? I'm not going to show the live one. That's my only question to you. Dev, yes. That's all I would potentially be showing is dev. But I also am having a problem where the Git doesn't want to. Git status, and I'm watching chat, guys. You're on branch. Your branch is. Oh, what's up, Rajan? How you doing? Is the problem Git switch? Is it origin? No. What do you mean fatal invalid reference? Skin 2.8.4 underscore 827. Oh, I know why. I know why, because I'm an idiot. God, I hate fucking SSH. How's everybody doing tonight, though? How are you guys feeling? How's your week going? We got a hurricane inbound on us. No. Why won't you switch? All right, 3.18. An initial commit, and I'm going to be very delicate about how I do this. Skinner, 4 minutes ago. All right, so I'm going to try to make things bigger for you guys. So I'm going to work at 125%. I don't know if we're going to be okay to do that all night, but we're going to try. What the fuck is a fatal reference? Git switch fatal invalid reference. Git switch branch, remote branch. Check out branch name. Okay, that's in it. That. All right, what is the -C then? That's clone. I don't want to clone. Chat. Y'all got anything for me here? Everything added to commit. I don't want to add. Changing git sync branch to main. Git switch. Let's try master. Git pull. Okay, so there we go. Git pull is back to master. Git switch skin 2.4. And I'm paying attention to chat. I can see everything you guys, even though I'm looking away, my Mac also has you guys' chat. So if anybody has any thoughts on this. Okay. Did I just create a branch over a branch? And I can't show you guys this, I'm sorry. There's some things that are just... Okay, so it's up on that file branch. So let's see where we're at on things. Okay. All right, so then as long as I have a second, let's pull in the dev branch, stop the server. And guys, this is a whitelisted server, so don't even try it. Okay. So we're back. Okay, everybody back. Libby be vibing. All right, so let's make sure that we are on said branch. We're going to keep up on it. Trying to get this stuff ready for a later date, but I don't really feel like my hand is up to I don't really feel like my hand is up to actually cowboying tonight. Well, what I would need you to do is actually go hunting and do something for real, Scuzzy. Not just RP as Jeffrey Dahmer.
I'm in danger.
No, hunting animals. Aminimals. Oh, I didn't mute the right thing. There we go. We don't need game sounds, do we, chat? I don't think we do. I don't think we need game sounds. Near. You know, I really love having this Mac over here. And the reason I say that is because if there's things that I do need to touch that are not stream appropriate, I know there's no way you guys are seeing them at all because they're on a completely separate machine that just shares a barrier. So much nicer. So much nicer. Actually, what I'm going to do... I can take these off. And do this with you guys. Front door open. All right, so we're going on to dev. Through the window last night. All right, so our config is looking like hot garbage, but not really. I hate this format, and in my brain, this should all be like formatted out in a proper sense. But so this table here defines everything as far as what animals drop. And the first thing we need to do is we can either run in what's called single item mode, where no matter what 0 star, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, they get all this, or depending on their star level, they then get poor, good, or pristine. So we can either go routes. Yeah, we're doing dev work. I hurt my hand tonight with a garlic press nonetheless. All right, so you're actually running. So I'm really not feeling up to like full-time tapping. I was literally squeezing a garlic press to like make hibachi shrimp. Why was I in here? Oh, because I was in here when I was talking to Flame. It doesn't, but I don't want to squeeze on it too much. All right, so the first thing we need to do actually is make sure that we are on the branch. And by that, we're going to go and grab our rifle, our knife, and then you guys get to see the back end of how admin works. Work. All right, so we're going to go up to Brandywine Drop, one of my favorite hunting spots. All right, so we're going to go up to Brandywine. And I know this isn't for everybody, and that's okay. But if you guys have questions or suggestions as I'm doing it, do not hesitate. Oh, here we go. Big boy. He's actually a good test for me because he'll tell me automatically whether things are working or not. You're done. You're done, bud. You're fucking done. Good. We have a hurricane coming. All right, so we got a 1 star. Let me move myself over. Hang on. Oh, there's that whole thing. All right, we have a 1 star Rocky Mountain elk there. We're going to skin him, and hopefully in 10 seconds he disappears. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. Okay, between seeing the pristine thing in the top and him disappearing in 10 seconds, I know I'm on the proper test build. Good. That's good. So now, tonight is a lot of this. Yep, it's the season. We are in the, it is the I named storm. All right, so we can close you down. Not worried about you. So the first thing I want to do is I want to turn off the different qualities. False. And then we need to start working. Can you guys read any of this, or do I need to do something like this for you guys? I hate myself for doing this. I feel dirty. I feel dirty. Oh, so dirty. Oh, so dirty as dirty can be. And it is the season. All right, so here's what we need to do. We're going to do this for a moment. I'm going to use this scene to my advantage tonight. So give me a moment. Give me a second. I need to get my SQL straight. All right.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch.
Thank you, Rose. Appreciate it. All right, let's open up Workbench. Drink some water. You know, darkened flavored water. All right. This one's not going to be easy for y'all to see, but that's okay. That's okay. That's all right. Oh, why am I beeping? Ford boys have missed you. Rose, I just need, I need a day to heal with this. And I might be in county later. We'll see. But right now I do have some work to do. So that's what I'm doing. And I am currently on the dev server. So guys, nothing you see here is indicative of real. Club Brothers always made it home from the trip I missed. Almost all made it. What happened? Somebody get hurt? All right. So right now I have a bug that somebody was saying that, and it was actually one of the Ford brothers were saying that they were trying to make, horse brushes, but they were having problems with a combination of deer pelts and deer skins. So I need to, and I can show this because it's kind of a find out in county, but it's also kind of at this point common knowledge. Let's do horse brush. I need to find the horse brush and find out exactly what the horse brush says. And this is a little bit of the edge of it. So if you don't want to have your immersion ruined as far as what makes a horse brush, but it's deer skin. Like a blueprint in Factorio combined with ore sorting stations for all. So, wow. That actually sounds kind of cool. That sounds kind of cool. Not going to lie. Okay. So it's deer skin that they need. So the idea is that we're going to go to buck skin and we're going to go to various other animals and we're going to replace, because now any of you in chat that are real life hunters, raise your hand. And I might be showing my stupidity here because I haven't hunted in a while, but I've never heard of a buckskin really being different than a deer skin. In my brain, yes, it can come from a buck, but it's still a deer. It's not, you're saying that it's a deer skin is a deer skin? Right, a buck is a male deer, but a deer skin is a deer skin. Like when you're talking about the actual skin of the animal. Both deer, right. So there's a
Good
buck and a
afternoon.
doe.
My name is Ginger.
What's up, Nomad? So, right. So us changing a buck pelt to a deer pelt is not at all, and I can't make this any bigger, guys, I'm sorry, is not a big change at all to take to make sure that we're getting enough deer skin for everybody. So deer skin, not to be confused with, no, I'm not going to make the foreskin joke. That's fine. And it's deer skin with a lowercase deer skin. All right, so we're going to copy this whole line. Thank you, Pupper. And now starts anytime we have a buck or a deer. I'll have to take a look at that. Deer skin, deer pelt. So why is it called the deer skin here? However, several recipes that call for buck pelts as well are there. Because I thought I looked. There are two. There's one leather that breaks buck pelt into leather, but then there are plenty of other leather, bear pelt leathers and other leathers, cougar leathers that we can omit one. There's a deer pelt leather. So our two places for a buck pelt are in this one recipe at line 6100. That is it. That is our two instances of the word buck pelt in crafting. So we can really just omit that and then eventually get rid of this recipe as well. Because if we don't have a need to convert buck pelt into leather, we can just convert deer pelts, which are deer skins, into leather. So I think the language we want to use here is actually deer pelt, which means deer pelt. We have deer pelt and deer skin. Why the fuck are they crossed over in the crafting like that? We're going to go with deer skin. And I don't think my capitalization is right. It's not. It's not. So we can actually remove out that need. Lasso being one of them. See, because it should call then for buck pelt. Lasso. That's actually in a different file then. Let me see. So then we might have to change sin weapons as well in this update. Sin weapon config weapons. Let's see. You're too tired for this. Well, I mean, it's like 11 a.m. for you. Let's see. 1899 revolvers, throwables, bolas. Deerskin for bolas. Bolas, Molotovs. Lasso. Buckskin, deerskin. Why does that call? Small board craft, it won't let me craft. And I think it's due to the hatchet needed in the craft. Small soft board craft. I'll look at it. But can you do me a favor, Rose? Put a ticket in. Because everything needs to have a ticket for those kind of things. All right, so this is deerskin fibers and copper. No, that's fine, man. I'm not busting your balls there. I'm just saying, like, you saying it to me in a stream, that's great. And I can take a peek at it and look at it. But for the sake of, Mel and Libby and Flame and anybody else that's working on the code, I want to make sure we have, because part of the problem is if things aren't tracked, things aren't real. And if things aren't real, things don't get fixed. And if things don't get fixed, players get, hurt feelings, and then players don't come back. So we just want to make sure that we track everything. So me saying, hey, put it in a ticket isn't me trying to be an asshole. It's me just saying, let's have vision on this across the entire team. So, okay, let craft true. So what can we use instead of buckskin? Why was this change made 4 months ago? Update for 5.1. Right. What's up, Tracer? How you doing tonight, bud? How are you doing? Oh, Merson's playing Desynced. Okay. I don't know why this change was made 4 months ago. Looked like that whole recipe was updated. So what I'm gonna do is off stream where y'all can't see. Haha, suck on that, homies. Any idea why buckskin used in the lasso in an update from? Actually, I'm not gonna. Okay. Here you go, chat. I almost sent that in a DM to Flame. Hang on. Okay, Flame is on stream, so Flame is already responding. But because I need to practice what I preach, new idea from 5-1, or can I be creative and use something else? There we go. Tracer, I'm doing okay. We got a hurricane coming our way, and I hurt my hand on a garlic press. It sucks to get old. It sucks to get old. I was squeezing a garlic press, and my whole hand just like seized up and like it was bad. I just write recipes. Yeah. I'm sorry. You didn't have to say that was you, and I'm sorry. All right. I'm not trying to show anything off for real, but we're just gonna pretend that doesn't say. It doesn't matter where I click. God damn it! Get me out of this file. All right. Get me out of that file. What does mine say when anybody clicks on it? You 1 second ago. So what does my name say then? I'm like trying to get the fuck away from it. If I go into skin 2.4, as recent push, one ahead of master. Okay. See, that says, oh, mine just says Lanthios. I put mine under Lanthios. Sweet. Dude. I also have 4 more I could hook up. That's fair. So this is, you guys are not going to see a lot of this stuff because there's a lot of stuff that is very, as I call it, FOIAC, find out in county. But I'm also being very delicate not to show certain files. Okay, so buck pelt. We're not going to fuck with the high tier stuff. We're going to mess with the low tier ones. So what can we put? Dude, sweet. Of course I get the reference. What are we going to put in a lasso then, chat? Instead of sin crafting. No, that's not what we need. We need sin weapons. Sin weapons. So then, because the problem is there's already deer skin in this recipe. It's already using deer skin. Yes. So the question is, what can be very easily used instead of buck skin? We have fibers. Here's a really stupid fucking question. Is there rope? I mean, is there rope that we can use? Pulp. We could use pulp. R-O-P-E. R-O. Rope. Let's see. Okay, so now that we figured it out that there is a rope, let's go into config. Rope. Okay. I'm gonna need text. No. Rope. Oh no. No. It is text. I'm an idiot. And I dance because I can. Rope. Okay, so there's our rope line. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, making me having to stand. Just for you, there it stays. All right. Ow, I just put weight on my hand to stand up and it hurt. Fuck. Okay. I'll be honest, this is kind of evil. And this is one of my favorite things in the world to do. Because this means that if the gunsmith wants to make lassos, ow, fuck. If the gunsmith wants to make lassos, he then would have to work with the carpenter in order to make rope. But I kind of feel like if you're making, if you're making lassos, ropes would be, would rope. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for making me stand. I actually enjoy standing. Hang on, give me a second. I'll show you. I have, it's not going to look like much to you guys, but I have this black mat that goes with my desk that I stand on. You have rejoined Calico. Hot damn, good to hear. Good to hear. Oh, and by the way, guys, so y'all know this notebook is Volk. This is, you know, the Volk notebook with everybody's name in it, including our new friend Earl Ford. This is my Volk notebook. This, on the other hand, is my development notebook, and this notebook is older than dirt. I have ADHD, and I find, I'm not showing you your page, find out in character. But this notebook is older than dirt, and this is my dev notebook. And having ADHD, I find having notebooks, which behind me, there are actually a shelf of them there, and then there's another one there, and there's more over there you guys can't see. But I find having Volk books and notebooks and everything helps me with my ADHD. So you guys can laugh at me for my little black book all you want, but it keeps me on track. I am going to say Dueling King, thank you for the follow. That's what I'm going to say. Meowdy, what's up, right off? How you doing? I'm going to say that Ropa, I'm going to put this in because this is not a live change. And if my boss decides that they don't like my change, then that's fine. This can all be reverted. But in my brain, rope is a good addition to, 2 pieces of rope is a good addition with the deer skin to that. Rose, neither me nor Volk. And actually, there's not even a big page about you. I don't have a ton on you. You see, Earl Ford, Buck Ford, you're about to be ready to be really butthurt. You ready to be really butthurt? The only reference to you in there is Rhett, Bo, and Buck. You don't have a page yet. We have not had any real criminal dealings. Unlike, you know, Marcus Knight, who has his own fucking chapter on a pajama day getting ready to go home for a week. That sounds actually really nice, right? How you been holding up? Your favorite phrase, go fuck yourself? Yeah. Mel does not have a page. This isn't like, okay, this is not like Matticus Knight's romance book. Like, it's all clue stuff. Huh? So there's that. We're good there. But yeah, no, it's not a romance book. All right, so that's fixed. Is there anywhere else? I mean, I do, but I have it covered at the moment because I'm currently writing other things. Sin crafting. Okay. So then let's check again for Buck skin. Buck. There's only 2 references to Buck. I've been well, mate. My shift changed to week on, week off, Dido, or FIFO, depending on location. Okay. I bought the wrong inventory. That I can't change. You're going to have to make a ticket for that. And I have no control over that. That's an admin issue. I'm just a developer. I just make the back end changes. I don't do anything directly on live. Everything I do is on dev. and then the admin team decides to move it out and do something with it or not. All right, so we got deer skin. Yeah, deer skin. Now, is there any other animals? Wolf, wolf, snake, snake. I'm not touching the poison yet. The poison's a later date issue. I'm just trying to get things up in parity. All right, so let's go back over here and see prairie dog, goat. And there's nothing in here you guys are going to see. Like, you're going to see that the legendary buck has, you know, venison, antlers, and legendary buck pelt. There's no secret there. There's no secret there. But Girth, as far as that goes, you're going to need to put in a ticket and work with the admin team because they work on live server. I don't touch live server. Everything I do is on, like, here, I'll show you. I actually have a private version of the Calico server that is like a dev server. So I don't ever touch live code. And that's the way we test things. So that way we're not ever affecting your guys' gameplay. It's done very much like a studio would handle development environments or realms or however you want to talk, PTRs, whatever language you want to use. Squirrel, dark moose, bull moose. There's so many animals, guys. Grizzlies. A javelina is a pig, right? Can anybody tell me if a javelina is a pig? I want to say that that's a form of a pig. Collared javelina? Yeah, something like that. All right, ram. And I'm looking for anything else deer related just to do a quick. And I could do a search on it, but I don't feel like it. I feel like sitting here with you guys. This has been 5 minutes, 8 minutes ago, but yeah. And Dueling, how are you today? Welcome on in. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Duck. So we're going to actually do a search for deer and make sure that the deer, hello deer. Yes, sir. The excitement never stops. Boo. So I have a response from Dev there that's a good. Okay, so we got another pack of deers up here. Deer, deer, deer. Deer skin, deer pelt, that's fine. And what's exciting is potentially there could be different qualities coming, but right now that's not what I'm focusing on. Okay, so there's another buck. Buck, buck, buck. Okay, so we're going to get rid of these buck pelts. Is that it? Let's go up top here and just grab it. I'm going to be nice to myself and grab it the easy way. I'm going to grab deer skin all the way through the comma. Buck, buck, buck. Buck, buck, buck. Shake your booty. All right, so we're going to grab him all the way through. Bammo. Bammo. And bammo. All right, so those are all deer skin now, so that's good. It's Garth Brooks, yeah. You know, you don't dare play Garth Brooks on stream. God, that man has the legal team. Whoo! It's why you never hear Garth Brooks anymore, because nobody plays it, because everybody's so fucking scared that they're going to get whomped for. Okay. Changed all instances of buck. Yuck. Buck. Deer. Lasso from buck to rope. And I know I'm over the commit level change. I don't care. It's over here. All right. And we're going to do a git pull. There we go. Then we're going to kick the server off. Confirm. Okay. Start. And now, because I need to look at something that I don't think I can show y'all, give me a second. That's nothing important. I'm currently looking at what's called the live console. I I can show you guys an example like here of what the live console looks like, but there are points in the live console that have data that I can't show you guys. But so you're looking for, I'm looking for things like warning here, depreciated script, or like here, this client Lua and manifest. I'm currently looking for one in skinning to make sure we don't have a problem in skinning, but I can't exactly show you guys that. So let's see, Rick X. Okay, so to show you guys what I'm looking for, Rick X Skinner resource started, no problems. So that's exactly what I'm looking for. Boom. Now server's up, server's running. And that's a great example. Put that down of what the code looks for the change. So now what we have to do is we have to go find a buck. I did it again to my hand. We have to find a buck again. You know, buck 05. And then, or buck 09. And then we're going to go and kill the buck and make sure we get deer pelts from a buck. And then maybe we'll go hunt, buck Ford.
I'm in danger.
We're not actually going to go hunt buck Ford, chat. Have you been traveling anyhow, Lan? It's like a massive frame in between. I went to Dallas for DreamHack, and then I went to GCX for just visiting. Or I went to Orlando for GCX. I'll be doing TwitchCon. Other than that, I no longer live where I lived, where you probably last saw. Libby and I have a place now, and so there's that. My mother still lives in that house, but I no longer live there. But I mean, life has just been going. I found out I have allergies. I'm getting old where I have to start wearing braces for things. Just everyday life, man. Things are in a great rotation. Like Libby and I doing the domestic like bliss thing. I really have no complaints. None whatsoever. I don't do a ton of traveling. I travel less than Libby does. I travel probably 4 or 5 times a year, and that's about it. We're doing Atlanta in December for DreamHack in Atlanta. But I actually thought of you the other week, right off, because Libby and I went to Outback Steakhouse, and they had like this Tim Tam brownie cake thing, and we got it, and it made me think of all my favorite Aussie people. Okay. So let's see. No problem there, but it took extra second to load. Okay. So now, if we get lucky, we're looking for a buck to hunt. You know, like a buck Ford. We're looking specifically for a buck. Welcome to Atlanta whenever you come visit. Thanos was right. Half of these motherfuckers got to go. I don't know. I don't know about that. Who you think's got to go? Captain. Yeah, we'll be at DreamHack for the creator program. I think it's the middle. I think it's like the 15th of December. I'm not sure. Yeah. It's some point in the middle of December. All right. Let's do this. 15th through 17th, so I was close. I was partway close. Wow. So then you think I should go too, huh? That's kind of a bummer. That's kind of a bummer. I mean, that does raise the like philosophical question of if you snapped your finger and half of the world disappeared, how would they be chosen? Would it be chosen based off of like ability to create and ability to make the world a better place? Would it be based off of, you're a deer? Kill you? Would it be, right, at least Thanos was fair, it was random. Would you base it off of something? Yeah, if you go back to the original comic universe, it was for love. But like, would you end based off of somebody's ability to make the world a better place? Would you end it off of just randomization? I mean, you can't exactly base it off of geographic locale without almost coming across as xenophobic, I guess is the word. Right. So that raises that really interesting, like, it's almost like a monumental world size version of the trolley car. It is like a universe size version of the trolley car. Still be about just as much. Recently life took a bit over, spending more time with my nice right off. Glad to hear that, man. Glad to hear that. And dude, you know I don't ever say, where the fuck you been? Like, that you're not here. Like, it's a stream. People are supposed to be here to have fun and relax. And, you know, if you got shit going on, there's never any pressure. That's a wild turkey. But yeah, Captain, when you think about that, that really is a universe sized trolley problem. You'd go random, but with preference for people more than 1 billion in worth. I don't know how I feel about that because while, yes, people with more than a billion tend to be a little scummy sometimes, there's still a lot of those people that do good for the world. And, you know, Libby and I were having a conversation about like people that are BMW rich last night. We were actually talking about that. So, like, I don't think rich people are necessarily the problem. I think it's a certain lifestyle and perception of some of those people who are rich that are the problem. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Bye bye, Buck. Cap, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. How's Twitch been tweeting you? How has Twitch been tweeting you? Fuck. How has Twitch been treating you? I see that you're relatively new around here, July 7th. So how are you liking your time on Twitch? All right, so if we skin this, Twitch has been Xing you. All right, so we should get deer skin off of this if we did it right. Do 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 do. Deer skin. Okay, so good. We got the deer skin out of it. Perfect. Twitch is a crazy place. I think Twitch has gotten really like swingy as far as like the viewpoints you're going to get in as of late. But when I started on Twitch almost 10 years ago, it wasn't nearly as exaggerated. And I feel like people are becoming more and more exaggerated for the sake of viewership and the sake of notoriety. And it's like people always got something to say, but it may not be something worthwhile to say. And I know sometimes I fall into that camp as well, because we're always told it's better to say something and keep talking than nothing. But that's just me. But there is always someone to talk to. I mean, that is one hell of a strong opener to say that Thanos should have snapped Europe and North America. I can imagine that a lot of people probably didn't respond too well to that question mark. You can let me know if I'm right or wrong. I mean, I can understand parts of it. And it feels like a lot of America has lost their mind. If you look at stereotypical media outlets and channels, I mean, you can go back to like Jerry Springer days and say the same thing. Ooh. Bam. Bye-bye. Let's shake up the animal life. Okay. Sin weapons. Air. Field grip. Sin. I don't even know what I can show in here. Let's see. You might be able to look at this without looking at it in front of you guys. Oh, wagons. Is it going to be under a sin label? No, none of them are under a sin label. What's up, Mufasa? How you doing? Where the hell is the weapons table? Guys, I am also on the dev server here, so don't think you're going to glean anything live. Get fucked, nerds. It's not going to happen. Books band. Loadout. Is it under loadout? Table inspector for loadout. It is. There's no grip. You get fucked. How went your interviews, dude? ID, identifier, character identifier, components, dirt level, mud level, condition level. Yeah, write-off's here. No, he managed to show up. What's your excuse?
I'm in danger.
I don't even know what's in here. There is nothing in here. It's an empty table. I don't know why we're using it for the new skinning, but we are. Sin weapons. I need to figure out what the fuck the script error grip is, but that's not my problem today. That's not my code assignment. I had a subathon yesterday. I didn't see you there for playing that card. Oh. Well, maybe you should have marketed it better. It's been giving me a script error, -1 attempt to index and nil value field grip in weapons. And looking in loadout, I'm not seeing grip anywhere here. See? You didn't market it well enough, Ray Ray. No, I ain't throwing hands. I got a bad one. Besides, I only need one good one to beat the shit out of Ray with.
It's the Muppet Show!
Dude, fuck Twitter. Fuck X. Fuck all that bullshit. I hate that site. Well, Ray, next time I will be there. Just shoot me a DM and we'll make it happen. All right, I'm not gonna worry about that. That's not my monkey right now. There's a monkey. All right, so let's see if we got anything else. I'd also like to up. I'm not gonna up any values. That's not my job. That's not my job. That's not right now what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get this to parity with the current live version. Buck antlers. Buck antler, buck pelts. Okay, that's not my problem. Deerskin, that's been chitched. Let's do buck. Okay, buck. We hit that one. Buck. And then, did we hit this buck yet? No, we didn't. Okay, so we have one more buck to edit.
Fuck off.
Yeah, buck off. Posted on his MySpace blog. You leave Tom alone. Tom is the best friend you could ever ask for. Tom was great. Tom was so much better than Lizard Man Zuck ever was. Everybody forgets about Tom. We get a moment of silence for fucking Tom. All right. Is it still, Ray? All right, so that's good. Now, he's a multimillionaire. You know what he does now? He just goes out and photographs cool places in the world. That's all he does. All right. Why is that slow? Skinner, debug info. We can eventually turn that off. Should check on my Neopets. Trazer. Is it Trazer or Trazer? Like laser? Is it like laser? Is that what it rhymes with? All right, pumpkin spice latte, bitches. You never get to see me drink these. Watch this drink. fills up your cores, and then watch how long you stay golden for. Pumpkin spice in this game is the most incredible fucking drink. Now, I say that and I'm breaking my arm a little bit because I was the one who put it in as a joke. Look, we're still golden. Like both the Crims and the lawmen should want to get their hands on. It can't be made, Mufasa. You can't make pumpkin spice lattes. They are literally for admins just idling and working on back end things. That's what they were invented for. There has never been a gunfight or anything used with pumpkin spice latte because they actually log and they tell you when somebody uses it. So they're not craftable. If they were, I would say like 16 gold bars. Because if you see, we're still in golden core. There goes the first leg of golden core. Now we're in the step down of the first golden core. And then they'll go again. All right, let's find us a fish. We need to find fish to redneck hunt. And who here fishes in the game? Let me rephrase that. Who fishes and hates it? All right, so then they've gone down another step. Who fishes and hates fishing? Well, okay, and then we go down to another core level. Actually, you don't, Wheezy. There we go. And now they're back to normal. That's how long a pumpkin spice latte lasts. All right, so we find a fish. Okay, so we shoot a fish, we kill a fish, and then, watch, we pick up a fish. Now I've got this muskie in my hands, right? So I take this muskie. Now, with my little fish wrapped up like Mother Teresa, now I skin him in my hands. And now we've got big fish meat, and big fish meat. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you redneck motherfucking fishing. Still works if you fish with a fishing pole, which is the intended purpose. But now you can redneck fish too. You can noodle. Because the way the game handled the fishing,
sir. The excitement never stops.
The game handled fishing separately than it handled getting fish out of the water. So Brunkle, that should be fixed. Like I said, once again, everything you see here, I am on the dev server. I am working in back-end code. I do not make the decision of when the code comes out. That's not what I'm doing. But I am saying that these things are working on the dev environment. Now, there may be reasons that they don't come just yet. They may come later. You may never see these things, but these are things on the back end that we are working on. Yes, you'll be, if this comes out, you'll be able to do, okay. You are something else that I need to work on. Guys, this is where it's going to get a little fucking monotonous and boring. I'm sorry. Turkeys. Anything that's a bird. I can't say that. Can't say that. I can't say that. The reason I say that, but I can't say that, is because some birds get dropped. Fuck. I hate myself right now. I hate myself right now. All right, so wild turkey has to be... Wild turkey has to be a drop. I don't know. I would assume the rest of them are too. But can you say brain-numbing fun? That's right. So we've got to find little songbirds. Wait, this is coding I'll never complain about, things not working again. No, honestly, put in tickets when you find shit that doesn't work. Just don't be like entitled about it, I'll just say. Like, Flame has done an amazing job over the last year keeping everything up and running and keeping everything going great, but this is sometimes what you got to do. All right, so we got to find either a little like songbird or a red-footed booby or something like that. And yes, guys, this does exist on the live server. No, we will not make a vote that y'all can use it. Daytime. All right, so what do we got down here? Nighttime? Daytime. All right, we'll get a cardinal. We're going to skin the Peking duck. All right, so we got a Peking duck. Oh, fuck me. Bird meat, duck fat, and bird feather. I'm going to have to reconcile duck fat too, aren't I? Fuck! Write that down. Duck fat. It's also not great to be left-handed with your hand in a brace. Fat. So for those of you that don't understand, and this is a great example to take a second and explain it, Brunkle, the way code works with something like this is there is back-end Lua code, which is this. This is a great example of Lua code, or let me give another example of lefties. Let me give another good example of Lua code that I know is safe. Hang on. That actually shows it well. Sin stores. Okay, so this is a shop. This in Lua code states that the Blackwater General Store is at this position with this blip and this name on the blip, and then these are the items to sell, and then he will buy these items. So this part of the code very easily exists that you buy these items. So you buy water for $1 and it's an item standard, or a newspaper for $5 or whatever. So then in the same idea, in the background, there is a database, and inside that database is all of these items. Go here. So now if we go to newspaper, if we go down to N, and I know it's tiny, I'm sorry, I run in 4K. M, N, okay. So now we go here and there's a newspaper item that says, this is newspaper item. This is the label. So when you see your inventory, this is the spelling, like the punctuation and everything. And then you can carry up to 20 of them. Some things like nitrite, you can carry 100. Some things like newspaper, you can carry 20, whatever this new player item beta, I don't even know what that is you can carry 1 or any other number of items. So they're all listed as far as the database says what you can carry. You can only carry 1 legendary snowflake moose pelt at a time, and that's a balancing issue. I'm sorry it's not very big. I can't make it any bigger. So you can only carry 1 of them. Then at the same time as that's going on, so we now have the items being sold out of the location. We have the items being stored. Then if we go into here, and I'm trying not to show certain things. Let me go to core. I think it's in core. So when we go into core and we go into Vorp inventory, HTML, images. So now when we go into your Vorp inventory, Dragon, thank you. Thank you, Dragon, for the 14 months. So now not only do we have this item as newspaper existing in the database, we also have it existing here as an item to buy. Oh, we're not done yet. I'm going to give you a quick run through. Then we have to go into here and we have to say, this is the icon for the newspaper that lives inside of your inventory, because we're inside Vorp inventory and it's actually an HTML box that shows this image. Now, on top of that, let's say you are the newsboy. Okay? Well, you're going to want to be able to make newspapers instead of having the businesses, the government sell the newspapers for you. So now there's a crafting recipe that corresponds to newspaper that gives the item newspaper, and you need paper times 2 to craft a newspaper. So newspaper doesn't exist in one place. Newspaper exists in like 7 places. And all of this code that's cobbled together actually creates the red M that you know, that when you go into here and you open, and newspaper is a very easy like example. Am I carrying newspaper? I'm not. So now we do add items, ID 1, newspaper, quantity 1. Now when we have a newspaper on us, which I should have just added by doing that, when we click open our newspaper, there's actually code that holds on to the newspaper. So when I make an issue and a ticket, I never really do that much in county anymore. So I never find anything wrong. That's fair. That's totally fair. But there are so many things that go into what makes things work. And then I didn't even show you the best part about this. There is actually a script, which is where you see that showing up. I don't know if it's in here, and I want to close this anyway because this is going to make my system unhappy. So we go here, warp, LTO, where is it? LTO map animation. I'm trying to remember where LTO. But there's an actual script that runs, and some of these are public scripts, some of these are private scripts. That's why I'm not showing anything. But these all create the systems that it might be under MISC. LTO newspaper, there it is. So, and then you've got all of this code in the backside that makes the newspaper work. So a lot of this code is never touched. Like when we have folks say, hey, I want to be a developer, you will not be touching the actual Lua, the Lua event handler code and everything. You would be touching something like this config file that I am just mindlessly editing. It's boring. It's tedious. It's monotonous. And if you put one comma out of place, the game will not fucking launch. The server will not launch. So there's a lot of work that goes into it, but a lot of the stuff you do day to day like this, I'm not even touching the backside. I'm literally just editing files. Oh yeah, send text, fuck you. So what I need to do is I need to go find a small bird or a booby or something. Yeah, haha, Lan said booby. So now I'm going to have to go. I missed them. Those are big birds anyway. Yeah, big bird. So now I have to find a little bird and see the behavior of how the little birds happen. Run. Run, you fucking buck. Or you fucking fuck. I want to get a white buck and see if I got everything right there too. So that's where we're currently at. Will you get out of the fucking water? Hopefully that hits the rock the right way. Are you going to hit the rock? Are you going to hit the rock, man? Do. No, he hit the rock the wrong way. God damn it, son of a bitch. I need to find a small bird anyway. There are typically little birds over here. That's not a bird. That's not a bird. So let's find a bird. That's not a bird. We have to find a bird, chat. And if you listen to Rhett Ford, I can't find anything through binoculars with one eye. That's a turkey. Signs, signs everywhere, the signs. Okay, don't you fucking start. Shoot the birds out of the sky. Shoot the birds out of the sky, you say. Am I? Oh. Okay. Shoot the birds out of the sky. You know there's little birds up here. Got him. Lanny. Okay, so pick up the Scarlet Songbird. Okay, so joy of joys, we have to correct things like turkeys and pelicans and shit like that. So birds that get dropped are birds that have to be edited. So we're going to find anything with a turkey tag. Turkey. Great, we're on. Okay, 4 out of 12 that brings us down to. All right, Rio Grande turkey, that's fine. Delete. True. No, don't do that. Turkey. There you go. Okay, so we got a bunch of turkeys here that I'm going to have to deal with. Is there any other big birds you guys can think of that the animation is to drop the bird? You got to meet someone famous in county tonight? Killed a bird earlier and put the whole thing in my pocket. I thought I would have plucked it or something. True. That's what I'm trying to figure out, alien. Like a chicken. Do you pick up the whole chicken or do you take the meat out of the chicken's breast? There's no mayors. Whoever told you that is scamming you, Kay. Now, I can't tell you that out of county, but whoever's telling you that that their father is the mayor of Lemoyne is completely full of shit. All right, so chicken is the same boat. Sun everywhere there's time. I'm gonna throw these back on. She told you what? She told you that her father was the mayor of Lemoyne. If you believe that, I have beachfront property for you. Let's go to Project Phoenix. Do some of that. I'm throwing a little music in the background for me. If you guys want to hear more of it, you can say so, but it's okay. Let people say what they want. All right, duck as well. I think duck is another animal that we have to contend with this for. So let's go. Let's pull out our rifle because I think we need more ammo. There we go, more ammo. I didn't mean to hit that key. All right, so let's turn on the game sound a little bit. There we go. That might be better to not just have pure silence. All right. It is, but I have to then delete the animal. That's what we're currently working on. So we have a white buck. I mean, realistically, okay, we got a deer skin out of that. These should disappear over time. I don't know. All right, so let's see. You are a duck, regular old duck. See where you. All right, so you're a regular duck. Keep your heart out. One, two, three, four. I mean, realistically, this is making me want to ask a question in a channel higher than me. Right, you can turn around and sell it. No place for no hero. That's weird. That doesn't work. Okay, that doesn't work there. But the duck picked up. Yeah, no, because people can put. Come on. Come on, War. See, because you're right. But it also leads me to my next problem. All right, so what we're going to do, actually, is we're going to ride... Those animals should disappear when I ride away. And then we'll pop back over here after we sell the duck. Because my question becomes then, if somebody doesn't pick up those animals, when do they despawn? Flame, are you here right now? It's for no hero. All right, actually, guys, go get yourself a cup of ale, a cup of water, a cup of coffee, whatever it is that you enjoy. We'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to go get a fresh coffee. I've killed deer and come back like 30 minutes later, and they might have been there. I might have a way to improve CPU cycles, but I got to talk to El Jefe about it. So bear with me. Get yourself a drink. And we'll be right back in a few minutes. And stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. And I'm just going to throw this up with a be right back screen. So, there we go. All right, you grouchy fuckers, I'm back. I'm back. We're gonna get into it. All right. So we're gonna take our duck carcass. Now on the map, do we still see those bodies? No, we don't. That's a good shine. They shine? They should disappear.
Morning to you.
Okay, so we can sell the animal.
Oh my god.
And make $1.35. Okay. Tell me who's that right there. All right, so we're gonna ride back up there now. Organically, like a player would. Wrote the book of the 7 seas. Okay. Sorry, you guys gotta put up with a little bit of my bad singing. Nope, I don't want to do that. Hit the wrong button. I do that all the time. Welcome if you're just joining us. We are doing Calico code work. Now, we also have other code to work on. We have this tree to work on. So we're going to save this. I think maybe we don't get rid of the turkey like Alien was saying. You take it and sell it. You've used skinned animals for carrion bait. That's smart. Calicode? That's fine. That's not even a pun. All right. Now I need to go into Rick. Is it Rick? No. Oh, we're not showing Rick pickaxe. That's for damn sure. That's fucking... I'm in code and I'm hearing people screaming. Volk apparently just ran over a bunch of locals in cinematic camera. Sorry, Libby's out in the living room. She's hearing me laugh and she's like, what? I think she's doing dishes right now. Where the hell is it? A sin or is it a Vorp? Vorp Lumberjack. All right, so here's another thing we're working on. Yeah, we're not opening Rick Pick in front of you guys. It's kind of a pun, just not a bad one. That's true. All right, so eventually we're going to get rid of honey. This is not this code base, though. This is Dev 815. I got to work on it. After we check this, I'm going to switch to a different branch. Miscellaneous, Rick, Stage, Sin, Test. It's not here. It's not here right now. Okay, so as soon as we finish this, I will switch branches and I'll show you guys what else we're working on. Because I'm working on the tree rebalance because my hand, oh. Sweet mother, my hand hurts. Thank you for the follow. I gotta stop putting weight on it. I'm gonna re-break this thing. We're actually gonna stand up again. I'm gonna take a break from this
Don't
thing.
make this weird.
Trees are unbalanced. Yes, Tony. Trees are unbalanced. You know, when your trees just kind of fall over? Hand. Nope, they still are there. Some of it has been written from scratch, Kay. Some of it is from other repositories. Some of it is bought. Because I hurt my hand earlier today in a garlic press action. Oh, boy. I fucking hear you. Where are you? It's rare that I actually get to shoot at you motherfuckers. Lay down, bitch. Lay down. I heard it earlier. That's why I'm not actually in county. I heard it using a garlic press and it like something snapped funny inside my wrist. I have carpal tunnel in both hands. And when I just put weight on the arm of my chair, it just so happened at the same moment you were following. I was like, sweet mother, it hurts. They're using the new animation too. All right. Flame, we do have a problem if you're in my chat. Evil got a hold on. We do have a problem. No, it's not dang it, Flame. Flame didn't break anything. I just need to figure out a solution. So here's the thing. Not everybody is going to take the body. Not everybody's going to take the body. Give me a second, chat. Question. Not everyone is going to take the body and wagon it, but if I leave delete carcass as false, it will stay for an unknown amount of time. Do we want all carcass to delete after 120 seconds? Have That's what I don't know, okay? That's what I don't know, because right now, we rode all the way to Ansburg. I took a 5-minute break and got a coffee and a cigarette, came back to where we were, out here, and the bodies are back. They're back there. So the question is, does everything get... I am going to enjoy redneck fishing. I'm not going to lie. You've collected rock bass. So that isn't totally fixed. Let me look at... Get up. Get up. Because I'm not sure... There's a difference in the script in the old way and the new way. Let me look at... Let me look at the sale. So I need to go to... So... then I can stop this selected madness. All right, so let's go to... Oh, and let me kick this off because I know somebody's going to hit it and be a smartass when I'm already up. It's coming back. It's coming back. You. Let's go to Sin Stores. Karma goes around, comes back around. Put you down. Karma, what goes around, it's back again. All right, so what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to extend, and I hate touching this code. Flame and I were even... Yay! Boss says I don't have to do this madness anymore. We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop this madness of the delete code, and we're gonna set everything to delete after 120 seconds. That it doesn't matter what it is. You can't pick the big ones up anyway. So like, the moose doesn't get picked up after. You can't pick up a moose. You can't pick up an alligator. You can't pick up certain things. But once it goes into the wagon, the code changes. So we're okay putting it into the wagon. So I can actually change the entirety of this code now to go up here. All right, so we can go up here, set that to true. set a value of, and we'll see how this works for everybody. 120 seconds, that's 2 minutes. If you can't get your wagon over to the animal, if you can't get your hunting wagon over to the animal in 2 minutes after it's already been skinned and put it in the wagon in 2 minutes, yeah, I think 2 minutes is a good starting point. We'll have to test it. But I'm gonna have to fucks with this, I think. So what did we just get in our inventory? Besides a full fucking inventory, softwood, bug net, hornet poison, which is something we're gonna be messing with next. Karma. Got a scarlet. Okay, a rock bass. So let's go into items. Let's go to R. That's a good question. We're gonna have to check that. This is all the stuff that we have to check. Karma. It turns, comes back around. Okay, so what is rock bass versus rock bass 2C? Karma. So AC fish rock bass. So they're selling the wrong type of fish to the bait company. I might have found even more work for myself. Fuck. I might have just found more work for myself. And the easy way is just to double it up. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to Alt F4 out of here now. Right, but what Kay says, Atomic, is actually really good, because if it's on a horse, does it change the code enough that the animal will not be deleted on the back of a horse? All right, so there's that. Way down steeper. Horse test. If it does not after 2 minutes, and I'm gonna check with 2 minutes. If it doesn't do it after 2 minutes, I'm okay with it, because I'm not sure if it'll delete once the player interacts with it, and that's what we're about to find out. So what we're gonna do is we are going to kill something, put it on our horse, sit on our horse. I'm probably gonna go pee, and then from there we'll see if it deletes while I'm gone. Buffalo will stay. They will stay until you've skinned them. So if you don't skin, well, you can't pick up buffalo anyway. You can't pick up buffalo. Buffalo, no matter what you do, you cannot lift a buffalo. You can't lift buffaloes, moose, mountain elks, gators. There's a bunch of them you can't lift. And those are already identified in the code. I already did that work. Yay. Like if I go to buffalo or bison, I'm sorry, that gets deleted anyway, even when we had everything else turned on, because you can't lift them. It's one of them fucking scrappy ass Canadians. Of course, it's the scrappy Canadian and the scrappy Aussie that's like, bet I'll pick it up. I'll fucking pick up a buffalo. How much does the average buffalo weigh?
An adult male American bison weighs between 460 and 988 kilograms. Adult female American bison weighs
between 800 and 1,200 pounds for a female and 2,200 pounds for a male. Now, I don't know what that is in non-freedom units. I don't know what that is for you non-freedom unit people. That's a shitload of weight. 2,200 pounds is a old Honda. So, crikey, I don't think you're lifting up that animal. So, I don't think it's unrealistic that you can't pick up the bison. High five if you're real. All right, so there we go. So we're going to get into that code. You're pretty beefy. Dude, you're going to lift 2,200 pounds? You are the strongest man on record, or either that or you are the biggest bullshitter on record. Could be both. Later, gonna cut you down. Set this to 11 o'clock. Flashbang. Sorry, chat. Flashbang. It's a red fox I'm not worried about. Probably the latter. Nah, we love you. How you been though, Tony? How's life treating you? You been good? You're over there, I think. Got him. That might not be a good test anyway. Either that's a buck, or that's a Rocky Mountain elk. We can't do it. Right. But what horse can you put 2,200 pounds on? Please tell me what horse is gonna. Okay, so it is a white buck. All right, so let's do that. Hectic to be honest. Been flat out. Busy. It's hurricane season. My hand hurts. There's a lot going on. My mom's dealing with some health stuff, but all in all, I can't really bitch. I got a great partner in crime. Okay, so there we go. We got him. Run on for a long time. Where are you fucking going? God, you're so stupid. It starts after you skin it, so it's already started. Come here. Come here, Bubba. All right, then I'm going to take a quick second and hit the head. 144 and 30 we're going to go, so 146 and 30. I'm going to hit the head. We'll be all right. Yeah, the problem is a lot of people don't do that, myself included. So 40. I'm hoping that Flame is right, that when they get put on a horse or put in a wagon, the code changes, and we'll have to go get ourselves to, yeah, might be a little bit. See, part of what we got to do is not only, it has to be intuitive. It's called UX, the user experience, and then the UI that accompanies it with. Like, if anybody noticed the other day, Flame put a message in chat, in OOC chat, about which version of the minimap do you use? Do you use the full size, the mini, the compass, or the none? Because we're trying to figure out how to lay out everything. And I'm the outlier. If you guys look, my shit looks awful. Look at the text on that, because I'm a 4K player. So the idea is that they have to match everything for all the players. I think if it's just laying there and it's not touched. Tell me who's that right there. So you've got a 46. We're almost at 47. Still there. So it's all about how people use systems. That's what UX is all based around. And that's what part of my career is how players use game systems. That and project management. You're kind of an outlier, yeah. So is Flame with their 21. I think Flame's 21 by 9. They also have a 4K display, so they've got the worst of both worlds. Of all worlds. Alright, so we got this one on our horse. This one has not deleted yet, so I'm not worried about it. Jean the Revelator. So this way now, we're going to skin this guy. Yeah, it's not based off weight, but it's based off of how many items in your inventory. And right now I'm at like 461 out of 500, but it's based off of item numbers, not a simulated weight. All right, so venison, deer heart, deer pelt. So now we've got one on our horse that is skinned. And now we're going to see if this guy disappears. 148. We're going to just say 148 flat, so 150 flat. And while that happens, I'm going to sit my fat ass back down. Hopefully not putting weight on my hand. Hand in the air. See, it's when I go here and I relift myself into it. So that should do. And that also means that like the turkeys and everything should delete after 2 minutes as well, so it shouldn't be a problem. But the more of these carcasses you have laying on the ground, the more CPU cycles it takes on the server, the more everybody bitches about lag. So part of our job is not only to give you guys great features that actually work, is also to make sure that we are not creating lag that enacts on the system. So there's a whole balancing game when you're doing the back end of code of things. And end users, honestly, this isn't even really full code. This isn't like we're writing our own engine from the ground up or writing inside of Unity or Unreal. This is more tinkering, but there's so much in any engine that goes into user experience, how somebody uses something, as well as how the CPU runs for local player, as well as for server. Actually, I'm not even sure how these animals are truly rendered, whether I think it's server side, so that would be CPU cycles. All right, 149.50, so it should go in the next 30 seconds or so. But there is so many things that go into this code. And you have to think Red M is cobbled on top of RDO with a lot of reverse engineering and a lot of injection. That's how like 5M and Red M work, is it's all code injection. So it's amazing that it works in the first place. You should disappear any second now. Okay, so it didn't delete. Does that mean if false, okay, delete timer, big fish harvest time, big fishes. So why are we not getting wait, didn't we change this? Guys, I hate to tell you, I'm going to have to redo this test all over again. I am idiot. See last commit. I am idiot, chat. We are all idiot. Not you guys, me. Hooray! Now, is there anything that I can answer for you guys? Like, yeah, I cannot show you where the gold panning locations are, and I cannot tell you, I can't tell you where certain other things are, but I can tell you guys, I can show you guys how things work if you guys have any questions. So that being said, if you guys have any questions that I can answer, about how this all works or ideas you have, I am always ears. And remember, there is also a suggestion section of the Discord. Why you go after Rufus like that? What do you mean? Okay, if you ask a question and it's meta, I'm just going to tell you I can't answer that. And it's going to be a lesson in meta. Oh, the gold pan. Oh. All right, so there we go. Server's booting back up. What is your question, Kay? And you know, honestly, it just takes some time to get used to every community's different version of meta. Yes, there is places where gold panning is better, and there are places where gold panning is worse. That is a really strictly held secret. We don't even tell you guys how often it changes. I will tell you to find out in county. There are people that figure it out. There are people that, part of it is RNG. There is a piece of it that's RNG, but there are luck values for certain bodies of water. But there are players that is what they focus on, is how to get more gold. So there are people like Rufus, like Mufasa here, who spends fucking hours figuring out where the pond is, or where the lake is, or where the river is, or where certain things are. We don't give anything. The only way you're going to find out is either by trying it yourself or by talking to people in county. There are panning whispers in K. I will tell you, as the guy who handles that file, if I see 27 people on the edge of a water where I know it is, that's why if you notice, I never gold pan. I don't gold pan. I gave my pan away to Nomad, as a matter of fact. But if I see 27 people standing by a water body, I'm like, yeah, it's time to find a new location. And the way the code works is that water can be anywhere. Right. And it's the same thing with the gold mining or with the mining nodes. There is a whole table of what will come out of nodes and for all of the mining locations in county. And I set what materials come out at what luck rate versus rock. And there's everything from clay, iron, copper, nitrate, salt, gold, silver, and then a bunch of gems. And I'm not even going to tell you what all the gems are, because I don't even think all of them have been discovered yet. But those things being said, those nodes move around. And we never tell players when they move or where they move or anything like that. So when I say to you guys and I'm doing code, like I almost went into, I will give a little bit of code tease. This folder right here, had I clicked on this file right here that I'm hovering over would show you exactly where all of the nodes in county are. Or this one would show you exactly where the water locations are for the gold panning locations. And those are two very tightly held secrets that we don't share. And it's not that we don't want you guys to know, but if everybody knows right off the bat, you guys are going to inflate the economy needlessly. I don't know about the gold panning table. I haven't looked. That's new to me, and I haven't looked at a ton of the code. I think it does still take that value into account, but I would have to check with Flame. But let me tell you this. When we first started, we made $40,000 in one night with 6 of us panning. And we knew the good location because it was already known in county. Overnight, we made $40,000. Yeah, the 48-hour grind set. I'm going to have to look at the code for that, Atomic, and balance it. Hey, Noel, thank you for the follow. Wait, fuck. I hate this, chat. I hate this. Back to the code. Hey, Noel, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. How you doing? Are you a Noel as in like a Seminole? Okay, delete carcass. False. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna just nuke everything to fucking outer space. Everything is set. Wait. There we go. That almost broke a syntax. Another skin test. And I'll tell you what, if we ever caught somebody in, let's say, a Discord or a stream giving away the location, there would be serious consequences for that. That's a big meta secret that you need to figure out in county. That is absolutely a find out in county. That is absolutely no like anus. Okay. Okay. Anal. Oh, like anal. Gotcha. Okay. Well, if that's, you know, everybody needs a hobby. Everybody needs a hobby. Right. And I'll tell you what, I, in all honesty, wouldn't even tell folks. I wouldn't even do it on stream if I were you. I don't, if anything, before I knew the location, before I was the keeper of the gold hole, if you will, I would go after stream and sit there for hours and just veg out and do it. And there was a whole bunch of people that knew it. So we'd all stand there and talk, like even criminals, good guys, bad guys, it didn't matter. Like there was one spot in county, nobody say it out loud. There was one spot in county that everybody found, and there was like 30 people on the gold hole. And yes, before I was the guardian of the gold hole. But no, there was one spot that everybody hung out at. And like I would do it off stream. I would never show it on stream. Like Volk would go out there in his off-duty clothes, and like we'd all just sit out there and bullshit. Like not like out of character bullshit, but like stories, recanting tales in county with each other. And it was such a great experience. But I would never show the gold hole on stream. And as a caster, I would tell you, what do you mean your hunting spots are gone? That I don't know. I didn't move any of the legendary animals. Taking this off for a minute. I didn't move any of the legendary animals. That you can thank Flame on. And from what I understand, they might be moving again, but everything I say tonight is just speculative. So actually, I want to go to a certain part of my playlist. Actually, no, I don't. Wait, so he comes in and he says his name is like Anal. That's all he says, and then he leaves. Okay. I don't understand people. I don't fucking understand people. Hey, we don't kink shame here. You know, if anal is your pleasure, who am I to, you know, stop you from liking it? There's one dude making rounds on the hunting, just killing them, making all the money when I started in December. Oh, and that's the thing too. They do need to move around. They've got to move. Well, okay. I mean, animals move around, and so do, you know, as we say, the earth shifts. So that's why I need to put that thing back on. That's why things happen. But Kay, as a streamer, I would tell you, can we get caster commands, please, for all of my favorite people? For Ray, I'll give you one. But for, you know, Skessy, and for Flame, and for Kay, and for all of these wonderful people. Tony, I don't know if you're even still casting anymore. Trying to think who else here that has spoken is a caster. I see other caster friends. I see you lurking. Thank you for the lurk. But folks that have spoke. Right, and honestly, not that you're doing anything wrong by playing and having it up or going to that location, but I'm a WoW gremlin, so no stress.
Fuck off.
Last scene playing Fortnite. Okay. You do on occasion? All right, let's get a caster command for Jay Brunkle. Jay, are you casting county? What do you normally cast? I'm in Star Citizen. It's worse than Fortnite. What's up, Greer? Just a guy trying to do his best. County and random shit? Well, we make sure I go and give you a follow as well. Make sure I can throw that follow. Boop. Because the more you know. All right, so that body should disappear after, actually. All right. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Where's my horse? Where's my fucking ridiculous horse? All right, so stay on war. We're going to save you delete. Yes, make sure you go to the Discord, and then when you put like I have in my title, Calico space county space RP, it'll automatically put you in the system that you're live. She did a makeup benefit, Fox, so we're gonna give her a little slack. We're gonna give her a little slack. Yeah, but Brunkle, here's the thing. If somebody metas off your stream, that's not on you, bud. That's not on you. And people need to not feel guilty about it. People need to just report it. Like, at the end of the day, if somebody is going to meta from the information they get from your stream, that's not your fault. Okay, so 2:04:30, we're going to say. So we're going to just watch these two and make sure the one on our horse does not disappear and that the one on the ground does. Yeah, but you got to the finals at least. That's kind of cool. What do you mean you have to rethink Milton's attitude now? Milton's attitude about what? She did. She did the thing, and she should be celebrated it. Celebrated it. Let's see. We got Brunkle. We got Rufus Mercer. Wheezy's a cat. Wait. What? Wheezy's a caster? I didn't know this. Since when is Wheezy casting? Flame, Skessy. Okay, good.
Aziz, light!
I see it. Okay, that's something you got to figure out. We got a problem then. We got a problem then. You should disappear. Oh, you did disappear. Okay. All right.
Get fucked.
Yeah. So we're going to go back to the reverted change before that. Fuck me. Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me. Wait. Wait. There's a why is there... All right, delete carcass, false. Delete pelt, true. Where the hell? He absolutely is a lovely human being. I'm gonna have to look at this. Test failed. Back to old. Reverted change. Okay, chat, so I need to look at how the live code functions. And I believe I can look at the live code for this on stream because there's nothing in here that's like spooky. There's nothing that's hidden here that I can't show y'all. Not two, start that up. I want to get away. I want to fly away. All right, now we're back on master. Okay, good. False, true. Milliseconds until deleted. Make sure config delete carcass is false. Use config delete timer. Fuck. Oh shit. Okay. I want to get away. Some days he's an absolute troll. Okay, make sure delete carcass is false. Got it. Use config dot delete timer. For no cleaning up. All right. If config.delete you can keep. Oh, true. No, Fox. Fox has his days where he's a little limp. So this looks to be set properly then, chat. Delete carcass is set to false. Pelt is true. Delete timer. Okay, seconds until the delete skin carcass free at memory. Make sure delete carcass is false. Use config.delete timer false for no cleaning up carcasses. Make sure to add delete variable to animals like the first example. Delete equals true. So then what do I do about animals that are a maybe for people? Skin me maybe? Skin me maybe. False. What are you doing? I'm doing code. I'm doing Lua config work more than anything, not even code. I'm doing county work. How are you tonight? I hurt my hand today, so I'm not feeling up to gaming, but I can sit here and do some config work, some code. The right string for code. Pelt true. Am I good now? Because it seems like either I can delete it or I can not delete it. The honky tonk blues. Oh my God. Such a hokey movie. Did you enjoy it? All right, let's look at the fish real quick. It's up there with like iconically bad, but like cult movies like Hackers. Like, yes, we're going to code like that. Like, no. Where the hell is the fishies? Okay. So why are... All right, so if that's that, I'm good there. I'm happy there. I'm going to have to get with, yeah, all the fake... Yeah, it was a fun plot. I will agree to that. All right, I'm going to put a pin in this for now. I'm going to put a pin in this one for now. Something you can make around $100 an hour. That's not bad. That's not bad. And then hopefully also Lost, if they ever roll out, which once again, everything you see is, you know, possible, but nothing is actually slated. Poor, good, and pristine that those animals sell for different prices. You can actually get like 3-star animals and get a better price for them, for the carcasses. I don't... Yeah, we're going to put a pin in this for now as far as the delete goes, because I've spent enough time working on that. I've got this out. Yeah, that's with no job and stars didn't matter. Right. So I'm saying $100 is not bad an hour. All right, so fish, rock, bass. So then if I go in county, gimme. Honky tonk blues. All right, trying to think this through. He will buy in his inventory. So fish rock, so small or medium, $1 or $1.25. Let's see. See, I kind of like the quiet loneliness of like going out hunting. It's what I do on my day off in county. Lost. Like if I don't have crimes to solve or like people to protect, I love just going out hunting. All right, well, that loads in the background. See, because what I'm trying to make sure is that these are actually the fish we have and the fish we're using. So I've got rock base here. And then I've got AC. I know it's very tiny. I'm sorry, 4K. Rock base, SM, MS right there. But why do I also have rock base? Tom Blues. Where's fishing? Who's fishing? Is that Vorp? Vorp fishing. All right. This one I'm a little less sure about. Opening. Okay, we're good. This one I'm not worried about. Okay, that's fine. So they are listed as those fish. I don't know where the fuck this weird rockfish in R comes from. I hate doing this on this computer. Yeah, rock bass here and here. They're there as well. I can't get no. Tyron, how do you enjoy the new closed caption compared to the old one? I sound a little less insane, right? Because I found it and I was like, oh, I'm so excited to show Tyron. Like, you were the person that I thought about that I was like, I have to show this to them. All right, so let's... we can find an easy deer. The new closed captioning. I can't even pick you up anyway, so you're useless. I need a deer. I need a deer. You gotta click the little CC button. Oh, poo. Poo. I know, Fox. Because a train could be coming. All right, I need a... okay. Yeah, I found the new one, the new Google one, and I was so excited for you because the one I was using was... oh, that's a horse. Was so bad. I legitimately sounded like I was fucking insane. And now it seems to be 1,000 times better. It's using Google's backend. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you sat there and laughed plenty of nights at the stupid shit that the CC gave.
All right. I have pants on.
But now it should be a whole lot better for actually being usable. Yeah. And it's no big deal to run it anyway. Where the hell's a deer? Oh, deer. Ah, that's more elk. That's a horse. Just need a fucking deer. Can't get no. This will make him delete. He should delete pretty fast. And then we're going to go to town and we're going to try to sell the fish. Oh, you're not him. You're not the deer or the elk. And it's now embedded right in the file. So when it goes to YouTube, it's usable over there. All right. So you... now this shouldn't delete for 120 seconds, which I might want to fix. Yeah, that goes away and he lays there. You can't even pick that. Here, I'll wait till Merzin's thing. Okay. You can't even pick this guy up. He weighs too much. That's a chop one for the tree. It's a moose. Can't do anything with him. What I really need is a small deer. Oh, dear. What are you gonna give me? $10? Hell yeah, I'll take $10. For shooting a local? Abso-fucking-lutely I will. Alright, so we gotta find one more deer. Best place is the Heartlands? Okay. Then we'll go take a trip. Over here-ish. Done. Doc, how is you tonight, bud? How's it going? Okay. That's a horsey. I don't know why I'm awake. I was gonna say this is late for you. You usually like pumpkin out at like 10:30. And I don't mean any like disrespect by that. I'm just saying like you usually go to bed earlier. I'm like, I think I'll go to bed now. There we go. That's not possible. That one, without a rewrite of the entire skinning system, is impossible. And this isn't one of our scripts. All right, so pronghorn male. You look a little really terrifying. There is options that have been discussed in that whole quality system of being able to get more meat out of it. That's been discussed. I don't know. Once again, everything you see here is just a possibility of what is possible and not necessarily what is actually coming. But there's been a lot of things talked about. You was asleep? Na 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 na. Alright, so let's ride our happy ass into Valentine and see if we can't sell that fish. I'm more worried now about the fish, because I know we're having a thing with the fish system. And I'm hoping to fix that at the same time I fix the skinning. Na 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 na. You're really getting into like RPG territory then, Lost. That's really into some like deep RPG shit. I don't think the engine, the underlying engine, or the Red M like tinkering is gonna do it. You know what, guys? Let's have a little fun. Let's get ready for winter. Let's get ready for winter in Calico. I can't fucking wait for winter in Calico, guys. I don't know about y'all, but I'm fucking excited for it. I can't wait for Flame and the team to flip the switch. It is too early right now, yes. That's why I'm saying I can't wait for it. And as somebody who lives, like, in a non-cold place, I don't know when the time is. But it's so fucking pretty. I don't know how long the season is in Calico. Alright, so let's see if we can't sell him a fish. Fish. Alright, so rock. The shop doesn't buy this. No. Alright, so the shop doesn't buy... The shop doesn't buy the rock bass. Why? No. Let's see. You should be... Glory be, they send from the hanging tree. AC Fish Rock Bass. Guys, I know this isn't the most, like, interesting stuff, but thank you for hanging out tonight. All right, so you should buy that. It still does. It still does. If you look, I'm 1 degree right now. It's hard to see. Here. Let me do this. Hang on. All right, if we go here and we go to game scene and we transform, reset transform, you can see there in the bottom now, 1 degree. And then if we do this, we turn off the snow, and then we reset, not blizzard, just clouds. It's back to 15 degrees. So we're gonna leave it as clouds. We're gonna go back to permanent snow. Maybe that doesn't affect. Anything but. Okay, so it doesn't look like that does anything versus. That's gonna shoot it way down. This is so fucking pretty, though. This is... Alright, so let's look at the fish again. Tell me something about this fish that I don't know. Fish. So we can sell big fish meat for $1. Okay. Rock bass. Nice item. So if we go into the SQL, I'm on dev 813. So I'm on, they both say nice item though, so. So he doesn't buy that. We'll go back to desktop. I mean, there's something. So this did not delete. Good. Look at poor War. Go, War. Go. Go on. Go back to the stable where it's warm. Make sure these are all still sellable. Good. 235 a body. For those of you that are unaware, I am on the dev server. Now it's -6 degrees. Look at this. Look how fucking pretty this is. Glad to hear it, Lost. Glad to hear it. Look how pretty this is. Saint Denis at night with snow. You know, I'm curious though, chat. We're going to take a second with my squirrel brain. We're going to say clouds. That's fine. Turn off the snow. Squirrel. Exactly. I want to see what happens if we make it snow in I want to see what happens if we make it snow in Guarma. Because I don't think I've ever actually seen it. Snowy Saint Denis is very picturesque. All right, so I'm not sure how we're going to screw this problem over with the... I'm going to have to work on this one. This is on my list. Let me open Trello over here, away from you guys. Let's go... Trello. All right, Mr. Boatman, I want to travel faster to Guarma.
I'll be here.
Because the problem is right now, I need to check on live what's happening. Flame, are you here? I think this is a little bit more squirrely because there's no true, like, I'm working on dev stuff and I'm not like trying to tell a story on stream. So I think this is a little more relaxed. Or I can squirrel brain. I'm gonna change my soundtrack. You just got off of live? Okay. Because my question for Flame is, what is the current behavior of the live server as far as animals go? And I don't know. I need to go look and test. That's fucking great. Okay, so if you're not a fan of snow, you can always go out to Guarma. But Guarma does have its own surprises. Yo, the waves even get bigger? Are you fucking kidding me? Maybe this is what we need during the summer month in Guarma. Maybe we need to put monsoon, like the hurricanes, into the cycle. Welcome to Florida, butterfly. This is what it's like here. Come hurricane time. Can we get a blizzard? Will it even... It won't even blizzard here. That is a great piece of code on Rockstar's part. Holy shit. Alright, clouds, that's fine. Alright. I've squirrel brained enough, and I don't want to show you guys anything else on the island. I know Flame is like, God damn it, get out of Guarma.
Okay, till then.
Which I'm doing. Never been to Florida, but close by. It's I think it's somewhere in the like tropical, like in the like in the Atlantic down. I think it's supposed to be Cuba. I don't know. All right. So back in Saint Denis, that's done. All right, so I have to fix my book. Fish sales. Small fish sales. Okay, so that's on my list. All right, so now Alt F4. Hop out. Now we go to a fun branch, chat. Make sure we're completely up there. Yes, we are. Git switch to, we need to turn off the server. All right, Calico branches need to be on dev. Okay, dev is up to date. On to a new issue. Partial online. This is not going to have our code changes that we just made for skinning, but that's okay. We're going to get out of this branch, go back to dev 18, 8.15. Go back into testing. All right, next thing. Next thing to look at. Servers online, no scheduled restart. Right on. Closest you ever been is Gulf Shores? At a fiasco? What do you mean at a fiasco? All right, so now we have other code to contend with. All right, so we got a little more time. We got an hour. We got about a half an hour, 40 minutes. Guys, we are 3 followers away from 9,400. We are also 9 subs away from 69 sub points. Nice. Where are you going to go, Nosebleed? No clue? Go to the Bahamas. Bum, bum, bum. Whoa. All right, Mufasa, have a good one, bud. I'm sorry I wasn't there this weekend. I'm sorry. I will be better next time. Much love. And chat, if you haven't yet and you don't know who he is, go give this motherfucker some love. Plays great music. Real chill time. Great way to forget about everything going on. You visit Canada, but not Florida. Get some sleep, though, dude. Good luck on the job hunt. Bum, bum, bum. God damn it. My wrist feels like it's on frickin' fire. Every time I take this stupid brace off, and I know Libby's going to be in chat and be like, well, don't take it up then. Don't take it up then. Oh no. Oh no. They fully think about this. Garbage. Clean up. Things that I'm not aware of. Because I've been close enough to Canada to throw a rock over the border. All right, so here we go. So statistics. Active disease fix. So that means I need Where the hell is the item I need? Insect medicine. Insect. There it is. I'm like, where's my brain? Insect medicine 10. As we go back here, go down to remove disease. Apiary was healed. Clean. Apiary is clean. Add food, which is sugar, which I should have. There we go. You've driven all the way around Lake Ontario? Okay. All right, then we need water. So that should do that. Let's see statistics now. Swarmed insects. There's 0 insects. Okay, so it does die off. Okay. Oh yeah, that happens. Usually when I'm on stream, that doesn't matter. I think it's this one. I think this is the bee box. Add basic bee queen. There's already a queen inside. Okay. So show me statistics. It says 0 insects. So maybe the queen lives, but the drones don't. All right. So remove disease. Clean. Yeah, I mean, this is not a ton of normal stream, but right now with my hand and everything, and I was like, you know what? We got work to do. We're trying to get stuff ready for the team to make their decisions about, so. And this is one of my crazy ideas right here that we're looking at, chat, so don't get your hopes up about bees. This is an idea I have. That maybe, just maybe, we can remove my thought is, and once again, anything you see here does not mean necessarily it's going to happen in the server. But so here's the deal. Right now we have a balance set for fishing lumberjack. So right now, pulp, fibers, rubber, hardwood, wood, honey, and sap all come from the trees. If we can take honey out altogether, and I don't know if doing this is going to fucking break it, but we're about to find out. So if we can take honey out, and we can take rubber, fibers, and pulp. Yeah, just that easy. Save that. So then what would happen is pulp, fibers, rubber would all be crafted items. The only thing coming out of the tree would be so fibers, pulp, and rubber would be crafted. Honey and honey products would come from the beehives, and then that would lower sap, wood, and hardwood to just the trees. So that's what we're testing right now to see if we break anything. Okay. Evil tree plan to rule the world. Near. Okay, so that changes the trees. Let's kill the server. Now the server may not even start up. I use Visual Studio Code for this stuff. This is just Visual Studio Code. I just use it with the because I like dark themes. I use it with the Cyber 2077 or 2077 theme is what I use it on. Because all of my colors are all that same, like pink and purples and weird fucking tones. Yep, Visual Studio Code. I like Atom for web stuff, but other than that, Atom, I actually like doing all. Oh my God, did you actually work? Did that actually fucking spin up? Let me see. Near. Oh boy. Oh boy. The MDT system has an update too. Oh boy. Holy shit, Lumberjack opened with no qualms about me deleting. Are you fucking kidding me? That's ridiculous. Okay. Now let's open it up and see what happens. Nice, Lost. Didn't know you were a code monkey. That's really cool, dude. Because the idea is that we're having a lot of like, a lot of folks are saying they're not getting enough sap and they're not getting enough like tree stuff. No, lumberjack as in the script to be a lumberjack in county. I'm catching that, Butterfly. I'm catching that. Sounds like I need to poke his brain when it comes to web text because I hate HTML and CSS. So like lost. Can you do my layers for me? No, Redem is. I don't even know how Redem is fucking compiled. To be totally honest, I know that you can write. You can write in Lua. You can write in C. I think there's another language you can use for it, but I don't remember. We do everything in Lua here. Yeah, I as far as I'm aware, Lumberjack. Well, Lumberjack isn't Lumberjack Unreal? No. So, Lumberjack is based on something else. What the fuck language is Lumberjack built on? I can't remember. What language is Lumberjack built on? CryEngine, that's what it is. It's based on CryEngine, that's it. Okay. It's CryEngine. It's a new form of CryEngine. I couldn't remember what it was. That's how long it's been since anybody's actually mentioned CryEngine. It's crazy good with computers and such. I agree about, okay, there we go. Bees are now working again. I agree, but the problem is then people start to be like, oh, well, you touched my computer last, so you broke it. You need to fix it. And it's like, fuck off. Okay, I need to let that go so I can actually see. All right. Got hardwood. So there's only one there. That's not completely uncommon. Softwood. Sap. Softwood. hardwood. I'm going to be honest. I kind of like this. I kind of like this. I didn't realize it was going to be that easy. It's just literally removing the shit I didn't want. Sap. Hardwood. Don't tell me it's that fucking stupid that I can just... Don't tell me that it's that easy that I can just delete the things I want out of it. Guys, maybe we should make the trees spawn gold nuggets. What do you guys think? Gold nuggets from the trees? Gold trees, I'm down. Yeah. Flame and Libby are frantically typing right. No. Give me them nuggies. Or maybe we should get chicken nuggies off the trees. We should get chicken nuggies off the trees. A 1 in 100 million chance for a gold nugget off a tree. And then, you know, all the staff have to like pretend like it didn't happen that way when somebody puts in a ticket. Be like, what? What are you talking about? You got a gold nugget from a tree? Sure. Okay. Actually, that sounds like it's pretty important. Let's see. Let's do one more tree. Let's chop. Chuppy. You can't carry any more hardwood. Guys, our pockets, they're full of hardwood. So these look like choppable trees. Hey, they are. Okay, can't carry any more softwood. What do you mean I can't carry? Oh, because I'm at max weight. Drop 14. 12 honey. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I will be right back. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I got to do something real quick. Give you guys in county as soon as that's good. All right, I'll be right back. I have a question for y'all, though. Like, serious question for my community. Those of you that I love and cherish, which is 99.9% of you. Is this something you guys would want to see more regularly? Would you guys want to see more, like, back-end dev work? Because I always feel like nobody ever wants to see this shit. So, if this is something you guys want to see, I would love to know. All right, let's go sell all the shit we got on us, all this hunting stuff. Thank you, Wolf. How you been? You been reading any new books, by the way? But yeah, I mean, if this is something you guys are enjoying watching, like, honestly, I don't find it super entertaining for you guys. Like, this gives me a chance to, like, bullshit with you guys about your day or hear about Lost missing out on, you know, a trip with his motorcycle brothers and that they're all home safe, or Fox talking about, you know, whatever's going on, but all the different things. Like, I love that, but I don't get a ton of opportunity to do that with you guys. But I feel like this gives me an opportunity to just chill out and relax with y'all and just bullshit. And I love that. But I just want to make sure that this is content that you guys are going to enjoy, like once a week or once every other week if we do a development stream, because I try to do a lot of this stuff in my off time because that's important. It's not as entertaining, but it's still a good time and you learn stuff. That's fair. That is a fair input, and that's exactly what I'm looking to hear, is if more people feel like, nah, this is really fucking boring land and I don't want to be a part of it, like, that's a totally fair take. That is honestly a really fair take. Case giving a sub to Banlish. So is your name Banlish now then? Mr. Project Zomboid, which, God, I really want to get into Project Zomboid. But I also know there's this, and then eventually there's going to be Starfield. Oh, we're going to do a lot of Starfield at some point, I'm sure. As well as I want to do Phasma with you guys. If anybody wants to play Phasma with me on stream, let me know. Holler at your boy. Because I would love to do a Phasma night. I want to teach Libby how to Phasma. The shop doesn't buy rubber. That's fine. They don't buy rubbers, guys. Goose Beaks. Hey, Goose Beaks don't have an icon. Bird meat. Playing a lot of new game. Hethia. Let's School. Okay. Remind me, who is the worst person to gift a sub to? Banlish? Yeah, it's Banlish. It's always Banlish. It's Banlish, without a doubt. How you been though, Case? It's a school builder management game that seems to be based
the
on
excitement
Japanese
never stops.
school style. Surprisingly deep mechanically, which is why I'm kind of addicted. That tracks for you, bud. That absolutely fucking tracks for you. That makes perfect sense. Okay. Basic clean. Great. I'm just curious if you guys are actually enjoying this or if you're like, meh, fighting to get that puppy to sleep. Oh, see, for us, it's not the sleep. For us, it's the morning. The morning is awful because she wakes up and she wants to chew on everything and she wants to bark and she wants to be an asshole and she is an asshole. Eat a garden salad. 411. All right, I'm gonna have to deal with honeycomb. Honeycomb. Sorry. I gotta deal with honeycomb. Ban said hi. What are you two, like, braiding each other's hair in a Discord call or some shit? Has he still been doing has he been doing Foxhole off stream? Oh, I hope he's doing well. He has been. I know he's been doing a shitload of Project Zomboid, which has been making me want to do it. And I'm like, yeah, we could Project Zomboid. Let me do this. Let me snooze this. I wanted to do Project Zomboid, but like I said, there are so many things I'm dealing with county right now. Starfield's coming out. Phasmo just had a huge update. There's a new game I actually want to play. It's that To the Core game. In Project Zomboid, maybe I'll join. Maybe I will join one of these days. And I know Ban usually has an open door policy with me. Like, we go way back like Cadillac seats. So no, To the Core. It is an incremental mining game in space. It's like $5, but it's been all the rage on YouTube with the people that I watch. So, but Ban and I have an open door policy. So, but that being said, I saw him playing with other people the other day, and I was like, I'm not going to get involved. I had a lot going on. There was shit in my house. There was just everything under the sun going on. And I was like, I have code to do and I'm not really going to get involved, but I need to reach out to him and be like, hey, can I come? What the fuck is with this cursed animation? The fuck is with this duck walk? Yeah, and I forgot to say happy birthday. That's what I was planning on doing tonight. And then I was like, I have code I need to do in county. Maybe another night this week we'll do to the core. It's like $5. Poke through his back out. Yeah. Honestly, I'm just trying to drop shit I don't need, in all honesty. That's what I'm trying to make more room in my inventory to go. Drop. We're going to blow up the server with that. Empty beehive jars. We're going to drop 34 of those. I'm going to need them later and be like, God damn it, where the hell are my beehive jars? I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. Drop. Trace. And, Mel, I did that thing. Pulp, we're going to drop 92 of these. Jesus Christ. I have so much pulp in my pocket. Hey, is that some pulp in your pocket, or are you happy to see me? No, it's pulp. Are you talking about Dre? D-R-A-E? Yep, I watched Dre too. I found Dre through a weird source, and I really enjoy a lot of his content. I think he's a great storyteller. I think his edits are awesome. I think he's a great logistical player. He's actually the one that got me to do Stacklands. So I really, really enjoy Dre's content. If you're watching Dre, hi, we love you here. But he plays a lot of really weird games that I absolutely fucking love. So we got one from that. So why is our min swing 1, max swing 5? I don't know if I like that. Yeah, he plays a ton of simulation games. Case, you could always come be a fucking marshal with us, bud. You could help me out here, Case. Trying not to show a line. Chance 8. Not 6. So if I go back into game and 38, I'm going to drop all my hardwood. 38. Sap. Drop. 12. Where's my softwood? 35. So I want to see how many we get from one hit now. Whole pile of them. Well, you got to think. Okay, you guys don't know this yet. Volk does officially, but you guys don't. Maple has turned down her availability to be a cop. So something is going to happen with the Ford brothers. All right, we got hardwood. Let's see. How much hardwood did we get out of that? All right, and it's about to start. So Maple turned down that. The other young lady who was going for it didn't get it. 6. So we got 6 hardwood from that one hit. So I think the wood is actually, this route, pretty goddamn good. Softwood. Hardwood. 5 softwood. Sap. What the hell is sap? We got 1 sap. So I think that needs to be raised the same way. No. And you know, you might not get on the force for the way you spell the word Marshall in the first place. You spell it wrong. So that one tree right there, we got 6 softwood, 14 hardwood, and the one, oh, no. 1 sap. There's 9 rubber. We didn't get any rubber because rubber no longer comes from trees. What do you guys think about that? Is that enough? Is that enough right there? Yeah, it's 1 L case. I used to do the same thing. I'm just busting your balls. Why? Because you're my little golf cart. That's why. Yeah, I think I'm going to probably call it here. It's 12:30. My hand is killing me. Let's see if there's anybody on. Let's do this. Let's go back to El Rumo. Let's see if there's anybody around that we can send the love to. I can't show you guys this process. Lagasp. This is my process for how we figure out who's around to send the love to. Let's see who's in. Is there anybody in county that's live? Going live. Oh, it's me. It's fucking me. Hi, it me. I don't see anybody else live. We'll be back tomorrow night. I'm not sure if we're going to be with To the Core or if we're going to be with County or what. I don't know. I'm not totally sure. Where can we send the rub? Where does rub go? Chat, where does the rub go? I don't know. I don't know. Don't out me to folks that I just watch. Yeah, you just watch streams. I ain't gonna say nothing else about it. All right, so we'll be back tomorrow night with something. I don't know what. Let's go send the love over to Jester. We never get to raid Jester. So Discord for me. Calico Discord if you want to get started. And guys, we are 3 follows away from 9,400. So if you've enjoyed yourself and you are not following, that little heart down there isn't filled in. I would love if you guys would fill it. Other than that, I hope you all have a great night. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't make a mess. Make the world a better place. Clean up after yourself. And don't be an asshole. That all being said, we're going to go raid a good buddy of ours, Mr. Jester. And I love you guys. Hope you have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll probably see you in county if you're in county. And like I said, make the world a better place. We're going to go raid in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go get him, go get him, go get him, go get him.